Welcome back, it's time for us to continue the rounds in Station Square. Seems there's not much to worry about on Station Street today. Oh, it's not square. On Station Street. It feels like Edith's been a little brighter ever since that mafia group disappeared. Still, a small-time crime never sleeps. I'll need to keep an eye out. I'm liking the little, seats here with the little greenery in the middle. I like it. It's nice. Oh, hello! What's happening with you two? Hopefully they're still good. And see? What the bunny picked up was the seagulls. That's really interesting, Mina. Or Mina. Mummy loves hearing your stories. Was that from a book someone read to you, or did you come up with it by yourself? Yeah, it was both. So she used her imagination to add onto a storybook. Is that what she means? That must be why it was so interesting. How about you tell me the rest after we get home, okay? You see, Mummy needs to go to the bank right now, and we have to be really quiet when we're inside. Aww. Don't be sad, Mina. Or Mina. Not so. I promised you could tell me the ending at home, didn't I? Oh dear. I love Mummy because she listens to all my stories. Before, when she didn't listen, it made me really sad. Aww. My daughter loves talking to me about all kinds of things. She actually used to be a bit unruly, always throwing tantrums. But I think it was because I wasn't giving her the proper attention. That's why I've been trying to engage with her more often lately. You know, she's actually about to start Sunday school in April. I hope she'll be okay. Well, just in case, I plan on letting her do a few trial classes beforehand. Hopefully they'll go smoothly. Oh, hopefully. Need to remember to scan. Because there's shards everywhere. Did find the portal in this area already. Is there something there? Because the portal's over there. Where's my map so I can see it properly? Yeah, over there, look. As you can see. I'm trying to zoom in, but I don't think... Oh, no, we can zoom in. Zoom! There we go. It's right there near the underground ruins. Let's continue the rounds. Not one over here? Oh, thought there would have been. But no. Soar above the court. My. Anyway, the new phone was formally released to the market yesterday. But I get yesterday, recently, we also have a few units for sale on consignment from the Vern store, of course. I hope you'll continue to use IOTA for all your Opal needs in the future. Do you have one on sale?
Plenty of custom parts.
Do you? Custom parts, you say? Mistral? We'll get it. Don't know if I'll use it. Although it's got that dual skill there, the dual element skill, the wind and space. Anything new there? I suppose I could have enough here now. You guys. Like a wind one, don't I really know? Oh, you're just completely done. I'm gonna get yours done as well while we're at it. Dung dung. Dung dung. Boom boom. Okay, can't get them. Just based on how far across we are. Okay, I need a wind one really. So I've got quite a bit of wind sepith. Let's get that sorted. Convert. Lovely.
Glad I was able to help you out.
You know, Ilhan and I have known each other ever since we were students. I did know this. And it seems like seeing the T-phone for the first time has triggered the old idea factory in his brain. Idea factory? Yeah. You mean like compile hard? That guy never changes, huh? No. How are you doing? Welcome. We have all the latest in Orbital products and accessories. Please let me know if there's something you'd like. And on our second floor, we have a cafe. It's the perfect place to rest and recuperate. If there's anything we can help with, please don't hesitate to ask one of our staff. I've been working here for about a year now. The job comes easy to me. I've undertaken a lot of new responsibilities lately too. Helps that I'm always willing to try new things. I was hoping to see a follow-up of what happened.
Would you like?
With your family and stuff. We'll get a few of them. Anything with evasion I'm just holding on to for now in case we get a similar thing happen to what we had in Daybreak where it's like we could
Please stop by
get a really good evasion item. You know? I thought that was, what's her name? I mean, it's the same model, but I can't remember her name for some reason now. Anyway. I suppose we'll be in the capital for the foreseeable future. And please, try not to forget why we're here in the first place, mistress. After all, the master will be counting on you to be his contact in Edith. Please make sure to maintain proper decorum in the forum. Oh. The new year is always a bit too busy for my liking. I'm glad things have finally settled down. By the way, we bought an apartment in the capital recently. We'll be enjoying our life among the streets of Edith from now on. Although I suppose I've been a regular around here for a while now. Oh, you have more, you say? I've been taking a look around Trion Mall and Tyrell District since the beginning of the year. They're a far cry from anything you'll find in Orasian, that's for sure. It's also tantalizing. But why do I always seem to find myself at this cafe?
Okay.
Relaxing, chill atmosphere, I imagine. It's like finding a good tea shop. Lovely, lovely. Oh, braces. Sorry to drag you along on this. I know you've already got enough work to sift through. Nah, no big deal. Least I can do for all the times you did me a solid. Sure, it'll leave the capital a little short-staffed, but I think we trained up enough young blood to pick up the slack while we're gone. Yeah, Fee should have left now, right? What's the reflection, anyway? I think it's down below or something, because it looks like it's one of those seating areas with the trees. The reflection. So, anyway, normally I'd file you right in the young pile too, but I suppose you've shaped up since the day you rolled into the guild. Speaking of which, there's been talk about promotions coming up. How'd you like your chances? It's still too early for me. Besides, I'd like to spend some more time getting the newbies up to snuff. I'd rest a lot easier if we had a few more talented recruits at our branch. Maybe say 2 of them? See where you're going with this. There do seem to be a few worthy candidates around. Call me a narcissist, but I get the feeling you're talking about us. Not in the least! Whatever gave you that idea? Come on, Elaine, enough with the death glares, we're just poking fun. I expect you both to be above schoolyard teasing. Particulars aside, these 2 are merely civilians for the moment. Yeah, shame on you, I demand a nice big bump in payment to cover the emotional damages. At the end of the day, our corporation hinges on being able to choose the work we take on. Message received. Anyway, thanks for lending us a hand. Better than being with the gardens, am I right? Oh, it's too bad Ismail and I are leaving the capital for a while. And there were a few things we wanted to verify with you. It'd be great if we could get together for a nice, long chat down the line, though. About what? Lahad and Ismail have been working cases involving the gardens for several years now. Is that so? Oh yeah, you braces did come pretty close to nabbing us a few times here and there. No hard feelings, though. We wound up using you to keep our old co-workers busy during our great escape. That sort of behind-the-scenes intel is exactly what we're looking for now that the gardens are defunct. They bit the big one around the same time as Almata, but they were already on their last legs at that point. Anyway, hope you'll talk it over with us later. Think of it as a memorial service mixed with an expose. Well, we do kind of owe you in a roundabout way. So, sure, that can be arranged. It's heavy stuff, though, so you might want to stock up on tissues. It's all in this book, 3 and 9. Lahad's taken on the task of dealing with everything related to the gardens recently. Honestly, with all the roles he's undertaken, he should have enough experience for a promotion. Not that he seems to care all that much. Well, I guess he'd be even busy with requests as an A rank, huh? Yeah, I think I might underestimate and understand where he's coming from, yes. Yeah, that works. I've been worried about it a lot lately. Like those recent serial killer incidents. Well, anyway, we've got a business trip we need to be heading off to. Make sure you help Elaine while we're gone, alright? And maybe we can take some time to talk when I'm back. You know, brace it to former garden members. Maybe. Oh. Tane. So, this cafe is something of a base of operations for your research project. Hey, is there a portal outside there as well? Huh. How interesting. As it so happens, the owner, Ilhan, is one of the Institute's alumni. It's plain to see that he put his civil engineering studies to good use designing this place. The atmosphere is just lovely. I'm glad you find it so agreeable. By the way, Associate Professor, you already finished your business here in the capital? For the most part, yes. I was attending a conference on communications infrastructure with a few of my colleagues in the field. I simply wanted to pay a few of my students a visit before heading home. Speaking of which, I hear Gimbat's been visiting Edith for his fair share of meetings as well. Yes, he's quite busy. Apparently. It's no surprise given how in demand he is on so many fronts. What a magnificent man, and I suppose we'll just have to work doubly hard to match his brilliance. Why is that? Oh no, it's just a big one. I was gonna say like 2 portals? It just seemed odd. It's like, nope, not 2 portals.
And after that, I went over and gave them
Just one of the big ones. There we go. Let's say there was a way back in here, right? Yeah. Boing, boing. This truly is a fine cafe. I wonder if urban engineering was taken into account when designing the interior. The practicality of the space certainly indicates as much. It is rather marvelous. Perhaps I should exchange some ideas with Ilhan later. I mean, the design is good because it feels bigger than it probably is. I mean, it is a big space, but still, with it being glass, like it opens up the entire area outside, and you feel part of the outside even though you're inside. It's just a good idea. It's just a good idea all around. Yeah, I like it. The T-phone's really been taking off in the capital, huh? Though I think Basel has everyone beat. And they use it for practically everything over there. It's interesting to see how technology shapes the way people interact with the world. Yeah. Can agree. It's like, I'm old enough to see like the internet become a thing to the point where it is now. So it's like, yeah. I've seen this develop throughout, and it's like, it's been interesting. Very, very interesting. Do. Oh, welcome. Would you like some? No. You know, I've noticed those T-phones have been around an awful lot lately. They seem quite useful. I'm sure it's only a matter of time before we all have the latest news at our fingertips. I wonder what else could be done with the T-phone. Maybe a service that makes us use their net access. Perhaps it's time I thought of starting a new business.
What can I get for you?
A banana smoothie?
Hope it's to your satisfaction.
Not a fan of smoothies. Or milkshakes. It's like, nah. If I'm gonna have something flavored like that, I lean more towards like ice cream or a pudding or something like that, you know. That's more what I'm into there.
I need your help.
Hey, Elaine. How's your investigation going? I'm assuming it's right on track, knowing you. I haven't met with too many problems recently. However, I did take it upon myself to recruit some more help, as you can see. Make it sound like we're mercenaries. Does the guild really trust us? I mean, we're only substitute Spriggans after all. There's no need to be so humble, you two. I've heard about what you guys did back in Crossbell. And I know you have your own problems you're working to solve as well. Say, maybe the guild's information network can help you out some. As long as we all work together, you can kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Don't you think? I see. Kind of have a feeling he's bluffing. Yeah, he's trying to get info out of you. Still, you think they'd know something about who we're looking for? See, who? It's Lapis. Guess it's not impossible, but it's probably best we don't involve the guild any more than we need to. These kids, really would like to help them somehow. Yeah, it is like
Let's go.
very much when other people around, they're all like, we're looking for something. But there, it's like, specifically said who. Actually, the guild's been pretty shorthand for a while now. We've been holding on to our current staff, but there's a fair part of instance we haven't been able to get to yet. Just don't have the numbers. When you have some free time, think maybe you could lend us a hand? Sounds like he's hiding something. He's been friendly so far, but I feel like we shouldn't let our guard down. Who knows, maybe he'll try to work us to death.
Okay.
Okay. Here we go. Ah, you two. How's it coming along with you, Regina? Hello, Elvis. Regina. Working even on standby, are we? Elaine, welcome back. Oh, and you brought company. These must be Arkwright Solutions' new substitute Spriggans. For a pair of teens, you look pretty on top of your game. Thanks for chipping in on the guild's request, by the way. We're expecting big results out of you. You got it, boss. So are those laptops for the investigation? Nah, this is for a different assignment. We've been getting a lot of more Orbital network-related jobs lately. It's a byproduct of T-phones entering the market. They've introduced a whole slew of new criminal activity, from online fraud to malicious hacking. Yeah, I've been giving Alvis a few primers while working through the cases. The basics come to me easily enough, but this sort of thing is more Regina's forte than it is mine. Back to what I was saying, though. Can we use this comms log to determine the nearest relay station? We sure can. Remember that protocol analysis procedure? You just cross-reference it with a list of relay stations and in your braces seems pretty rough. In this day and age, it's imperative that we keep our body of knowledge up with the times, yeah. Otherwise, how are you going to help the civilians? Issues where we can't determine the root cause, such as these service disruptions, force us to look outward for assistance. Yeah, that tracks. It's the whole reason you came knocking for me NS in the first place. You know, I'm actually fairly adept with Orbital tech. Been trying to teach everyone how to use some of it with my free time lately. I mean, Alvis is already a B rank, right? He should know how to use a tracing program by now. Elaine and Lahard picked it up a lot faster than I expected, though, so don't give up, Alvis. Just you wait, I'll have this stuff mastered in no time. Alright, calm down, mate. Just wondering, is that... Yes. So keeping my eye on the garden stuff and how this virtual reality interplay with artificial realities, like it could be related to everything else going on, sort of thing. Like the overall story, because again, like talking over on Discord, like theories and stuff like that, and like just building on my thoughts previously. Like we got to a point where it's like this game has the subheading of Crimson Sin, right? At least with the Japanese version. But if you notice, it's Crimson capital S, small I, capital N. Which is suspicious, especially because we had it somewhere else, didn't we? Equipment. So we had it with the costume. Where's the costume? Didn't it say Mishi Suit SIN? But it very much became a question of like, what is SIN? And if it's an abbreviation of something, what does that mean? So it has to be SI, bunch of letters, N, bunch of letters. Eventually I came to the idea of like, it's like either simulation number or it's simulacrum number. You know, that like the, how would you describe it? The artificially created people. Like the alternate reign we had. Like everything that happened in Reverie. With the Sims, as we called them there, just to say, we try to say it over and over again. It's like, it could be that number. But, does that apply to the world? Is that the thing? Is the entire world one of those Sims? Is it Sim number? And that could either mean simulation or the simulacrum thing. And that's what's going on. This world is a recreation rather than it's a time loop, or is the time loop the way of resetting the sim? Is that... Again, like, you just gotta have these thoughts bouncing around in your head as we go forward. Alvis. I mean, I'm good at fighting, though, so I shouldn't be making excuses. It's not right to leave everything to Regina all the time. Oh, but of course, if you ever need anything, Elaine, feel free to give me a shout. Thank you, Alvis. I'll consider coming to you in the future. She'll consider it? Oh, man, she doesn't see me as someone she can rely on, huh? Oh? Seems like he's got a few issues he needs to work through. Yeah, and you can't see one that's right in front of him like an opportunity. Like Regina. Regina, she's right there. She's there. She's good support for you. It seems like you're good friends. Maybe you could be more. Like, did we get everything over here? With the scan, I think we did. Alright, how are you two doing? With your social media and stuff. Let's see what's trending on my feed right now. Whoa, check this out, Greta. Oh, that picture is everything. Oh, I'm obsessed. BT dubs. You really know your way around that phone, huh? Is there a design in it? No, it's just pink, really. Well, I did snag it for free in the raffle last year. But these days, there's so many people posting on their phones that trying to keep up with it all is like a full-time job. Wow, way to humble brag. Must be nice living life on the cutting edge. Maybe I'll save up some money and get my own. Go for it, girl. Once you buy one, I can be your personal phone tutor.
Alright, let's move.
Before I got my T-phone, well, we'll drop it now. I was stuck borrowing my dad's laptop every day. It was such a pain, though. Seriously, why did it take so long just to upload pics? With the T-phone, I can post photos as soon as I take them. It's like the best thing ever.
Let's go.
We're going. The T-phone's all the rage nowadays. You should get one too. If only it didn't take forever to save up for. Let's go down here first. Din 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 din. Langdon. I believe we'll make perfect time then. We can't make the councillors wait after all. That guy's fidgeting like crazy on the chair there. So, we'll all have a meal together, followed by an interview with the authorities over in Vantail District. Unfortunately, seems we were unable to get an interview with the president. I was gonna say the pedestrian, I'd be like, what? Well, at least we have a chance to speak with the members of the Senate. Just you wait, the Tyrell Times will have the other publications trembling with fear. Still, why does the editor-in-chief insist on having that girl play all the important roles? She's just so naive, and that's not even to mention how inexperienced she is. I'll admit some of her articles last year were on par with my own, but I'm sure they were only flukes. Well, I suppose we'll just have to see if she sinks or swims. Get you. Boing. Darn it, how'd I end up back here? Did I overshoot my destination? Dude. Man, I figured I'd have better luck this year. You really can't work the bus system, can you? Jeez. But I'm the same as ever. Well, I won't let this get in my way.
Okay.
During last year's Revolution Festival, I actually ended up wandering into some super speedy underground area. I had to get someone to lead me back topside. But every time I've tried that place since, it's like it never existed. I just end up lost again. Remember there being some scary monsters there too, but when I told my friends about it, they had no clue what I was talking about. So weird. Do 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 do. Okay.
More than welcome to relax there.
a souvenir or two.
Marguerite. Oh well, since my husband's going to be gone for a while, I think I might just partake in a little retail therapy. Although I do wish he was here to tell me how nice I look. Fair enough. Welcome to the Western Department Store. Ever since the new year began, we've seen a rather large influx of customers. I suppose we should expect good prospects for the future.
Thank you for visiting the Western
It's
department
imperative that
store.
we keep this momentum. We must not allow ourselves to be overtaken by Treon Mall.
Our stores have a wide variety of fine goods for sale.
Have you been up to visit the rooftop yet? Yeah. Last year, we were only able to use it as a simple rest space for our customers. Oh? Has it changed? However, we've decided to start using it for events and performances as well. The customers actually seem to be fairly receptive to the idea. Oh. Welcome. The foods we sell here are from a variety of diverse locales. Feel free to take a look. We've even found replacements for the produce we were getting from Cray Village. Oh. That being said, we appreciate their past contributions and continue to grieve such a tragic loss of life. Yes, of course, of course.
On the roof of
By the
this
way,
building,
did you know that
will
there's
find
been
a
an
rest
increase of
area
trains
surrounded
between
by
Ored and the
greenery.
Republic? It's so much easier to get produce from there now. Hopefully we'll get
Should you
more
need a
people
break from
visiting
your
as well.
shopping, you are more than
Actually, I hadn't
welcome
been able to
relax
return to
there.
Ored until the beginning of this year.
Let me know if you need anything. at all.
Sardines!
Please come back anytime.
I probably will. It sounds like Longport's been seeing a lot of action lately. Not super keen on going back, but it might be a good idea to check in on everyone. And I need to hit up Dr. Longkai for some stuff anyway. Maybe I'll take a trip soon.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please.
That was it. There was nothing after that. Oh,
If
sorry.
you need fresh vegetables and ingredients that are directly sourced from farmers, look no further than Holden Groceries.
Dear, oh dear. Don't mind me. I was just talking to myself. Say, you're those
We invite
substitute
everyone to
Spriggans,
come
aren't you?
and see for yourselves.
Van told me about you guys. He's a big fan of my pharmacy here. Always picks our stock clean too. Why don't you have a look? This guy's name is Lian, I think? It was in Van's notes. Yeah, they mentioned something about him being part of the Gekka school too. Looks like he's got something on his mind. Probably a 4SPG. Potentially. Make sure you take a look at our stock. All of our medicines are of the highest quality.
Ladies
Whatever
and
you're looking for, we
gentlemen,
have
your
it.
Attention please.
Our medicines will cure anything and everything that's ailing you.
On the roof
What
of
can I
this
get for you
building,
today?
You will find a rest area
Purifying
surrounded
spice.
by greenery.
Greenery, you say?
Please come back soon.
Should you need a break from your shopping, you are more than welcome to relax there.
Oh, thank you. Julian. I was surprised by how many different parts this store has. Let's see, why don't I just stick to changing out my sword's handle grip for today? If I'm not mistaken, this boy is an exchange student from the Empire. Yeah, a member of Class 7. From Thor's Military Academy's current Class 7. Whoa, really? No wonder I couldn't find any openings on him.
Thank you for visiting the Western Department Store.
Oh, it's you two. Van mentioned if substitutes would be coming around. So, you're them, huh? Also said something about you guys having unique weaponry? Huh, and also left you... left your info in his notes for us. Sylvie, a gunsmith of exceptional skill. Honestly, our weapons might need a little more than... might be a little more than just unique. Are you sure you're up to doing maintenance on them? Well, guns may be my specialty, but I've dealt with all kinds of weapons over the years. But don't worry, they'll be in good hands. I'll see what I can do. I could also vouch for Sylvie's skill. Actually,
Ladies and gentlemen,
most-
your attention please.
It's that one I'm like waiting for a big announcement and then there's nothing
On the
from
roof
her.
of this building, you will find a rest area surrounded by greenery.
Good. Actually, most bracers in the capital get their weapons serviced here.
Should you need a break from
She's
your
even
shopping,
done some
you are
work
more than welcome
on my
to
sword.
relax there.
There you have it. Even an A-rank bracer, trust me. I think the announcement thing is like the gap is too long in between what she's saying. Guns, swords, you name it. I'll get them fixed in no time. It's like, ladies and gentlemen, please, I have an announcement to make.
So sleepy.
If you'd like to go to the roof, like, why did you pause for so long?
Thank you
By
for
the way,
visiting the Western
I heard the
Department
engineer from
Store.
Cray started working at the Vern store. Kano, right? Didn't she used to
Our
work
stores
with
have a
you?
wide variety of fine
Yep, but
goods
she
for
told me
sale.
she didn't want to rely on my charity anymore. So I introduced her to the Vern store.
We hope you enjoy
Actually, I introduced her
shopping
to a
with
lot of places. Didn't think she'd choose that one. Well, she's pretty good with hardware, isn't she? Remember thinking she was like one of those old-timey mechanical engineers. We stopped by the village some time ago. Even got to take a look at her factory. Still comparing that old shop to the Vern store. It's like they're two different worlds. Yeah, she apparently had a bit of difficulty adjusting to the job at first, but I think she's managed to find her niche. We still meet up every now and then, actually. Sounds like she's been doing okay. That's good. I'm always willing to lend a hand if she needs it, though.
On the roof of this building,
If you need something
will find a
custom
rest
made,
area
I
surrounded
got
by
you covered.
greenery.
Not as good. Sniper's gloves.
Should you need a break from your shopping, you are more
get
than
one.
welcome to
Just get
relax.
You
one.
better take good care of it.
Kana's doing her best to move on in the world. Can't blame her for that. I mean, it does kind of get lonely around here without an assistant, but I've been running this place alone for years. Plus, customer satisfaction is as high as ever, so if you need anything, feel free to stop on by. Well, you still
I carry
got
nothing but the
something,
finest.
apparently. Is it because of the customize?
I'll
Probably
get
is.
more good stuff in stock soon.
Yeah, there you go.
Your attention, please.
No! I really, really want those leggings from EGC, but I don't have any mirror. If only I had a rich husband. All my worries would be washed away. Why has everything been going so terribly for me lately? Things were starting to look up at the Revolution Festival, weren't they? Oh dear, Beth. Welcome to Jordan. We've procured a variety of quality clothing here that's sure to satisfy your everyday needs. By the way, are you all at all familiar with the fast fashion stores over at the Trion Mall? There are a number of new apparel manufacturers in the industry lately, and my goodness, they have quite the large range of products. Still, we have a fair amount of different styles here as well. If you're ever uncertain about what to wear, feel free to ask us for a consultation.
Our stores have a wide variety of fine goods.
Cheers, Newman.
for sale.
Welcome! Thank you for coming!
There's a bit of a... Oh, I've already got
We
two,
hope
so...
you enjoy shopping with us.
No, we're good,
Please
we're good.
stop by again!
I will! Alright, so let's check out the new rooftop, I suppose. Ooh,
Let's see here.
tea! Wheat tea.
Wow, we're so high up.
I expecting a stage or something. Oh, at least it's those two. I recognize those two. Yeah, I was expecting like a big stage, but no. What we got here? Juice! Welcome to Western Department Store's rooftop. As you can see, we've recently started showcasing performances here. We hope to use this terrace to entertain our customer base from now on.
What would you like?
Currant juice. Black currant. Oh, love it. And, obviously, tea.
Please stop by
tea.
again sometime.
Let's go.
No! Chat? There we go. Boom boom goes my heart. Our love's off to a start. Alright everyone, 3, 2... Oh, this is the Idol Girls. I've heard the genre they're working in has been really struggling to become mainstream. Their costumes are so frilly and cute. Think maybe they'd let me wear one? I'm sure it would get enemies to let their guard down quicker. Could be useful for infiltration missions as well. Why don't we both wear them? Then we'd be unstoppable. I think I'll pass. These two are quite the comedy duo. Oh dear. Alright, so I think we're done in Station Street. Not Square. Street. So, let's see where we want to head off to next. I'm just coming down here to make sure we are done. Although I didn't scan, did I? I'm not sure if there's something up there or not. I don't see anything over there. Let me just check the map, see we are done here. And then we'll go check back up and then head to the next
You will
area.
find a rest area surrounded by greenery.
Ah, there we go. See, I would have missed it.
Should you need a break from your shopping, you are more than welcome to relax there.
I'd have put one here. There's one outside. Oh, there's a big one outside. Okay. I did get the towel data for Celise and Leon sorted, by the way, so as far as I know, that's as far as I can go at the moment in terms of costumes, because I can't unlock any more for them. So, Grendel's Skill Stone, 5 of them, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. Right, so, go to Tyrell District. Away we go!
Let's be on our way.
Let's. I expected an introduction, but okay. Ooh, what's that?
I get to go shopping with Mommy.
I'm not sure. I mean, we can recognize someone else in the poster, though.
As the curtain unfolds on an all-new adventure. The Adventures of Rockford. Golden Calamity. In
Ooh,
theaters now.
interesting. What we got around here, anyway? It's like no one in the cinema. Am I not allowed in the cinema? We'll find out. Looks like today's accident and incident tallies for the Tyro district are down from last week. Let's just hope it stays that way. Why the doom and gloom, Karen? Is there something you're expecting to happen? No, it's just until recently the whole force was on maximum alert. And we still don't really know what about. It ended as quickly as it started. That only has me more anxious. Even now my mind's... it keeps drifting back to it. I get you. The whole mess was way bizarre. Definitely makes you wonder. On top of that, it happened right after we finally got to stop watching our backs for Almata. But you gotta let it go on some level, Karen. Or you won't be able to focus on the work at hand. You know, I know. It's just hard to get it out of my head. I envy you sometimes, Nancy. You're always so in control of your emotions. She must be referring to the incident with that Crimson Beast. Only stands to reason that the local authorities would be slightly on edge too. That said, most of the details are probably being kept under wraps. Still, get why they'd feel uneasy. Even if there haven't been any new cases, we're pretty much in the same boat. Life tends to move on, whether or not you like it. Knowing when and how to switch gears is the only real way to deal with that. Karen has a tough time getting out of her serious mode though, so I'll just have to nudge her out myself. Guess I can't deny that things are more peaceful now. It's our job as police officers to keep it that way. Till last year, that rotten low-down mafia had the entire populace wrapped up in terror. We have to do everything in our power to make sure our citizens never feel that unsafe again. Din 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 din. Wait, are you serious, son? The heck did you... when did you land that gig? Didn't even realize amateur modeling was a thing before now. Marilyn was the one who got me into it. Up until last year, I was really struggling on how to reconcile my heritage with what I want to do. But then she found me a job where I can make the most of my individuality. Props for that, Marilyn. Oh, it wasn't much on my part, really. I simply looked for something I thought would suit you. After all, you're adorable enough to pull off any outfit, Eastern or otherwise. For real? Dang, Marilyn. You're practically a talent agent now, way to go. But you know, son, if you're looking to get into the entertainment biz, you could have reached out to me too. Sure, it's not the big time or anything, but my dad does own a talented agency. Yeah, talented agency, brain. Yeah, not talent agency, talented. Yeah. Oh, I'm not sure anything would have come out of asking you though, Peter. Damn. I'd have probably died of embarrassment anyway. And well, to be honest, the fact you even had those connections kind of slipped my mind. Yeah, how does this always happen to me? If San can find a new path for herself, why can't I? They always gotta make me the butt monkey, don't they? But I'll show them! Over this last year, my dad and I have managed to get on better speaking terms. I'm not really keen on using his connections.
Never-before-seen treasures as the curtain unfolds on an all-new adventure. The Adventures of Rockford. Golden Calamity. In theaters now.
Okay. Not really keen on using his connections, but it does give me an idea. An idea, you say? I truly am glad I brought San into the industry. She's been even cheerier for it ever since. That does mean our dynamic has changed, however. I'll be watching over
and soar above the court, and blaze a trail for those who follow.
The sidelines, as always. Shut up, advertisement. Jeez. As for Peter, just what could be going on through his head at this point?
We embarked on a journey to reclaim what was rightfully ours. The saga of Ravana, the return of the king, now playing.
Not that I can't hazard a guess.
Okay.
An occasional magazine photo shoot won't change my life or anything, so I'm just gonna enjoy it as it comes. Even if I don't end up making a full-time career out of modeling.
And of how a young band of soldiers managed to survive for 100 days. Now playing.
I'd say it's still worth the while. And best of all, it's opened my eyes to a whole bunch of new ways to change up my personal style. I've got Marilyn to thank for that. Right, moving on. Let's go outside. Yeah, we'll get you first. What do we have here? 2 exquisite specimens. Each has an impressive demeanor and sense of style that perfectly complement their natural beauty. The blonde one feels somehow familiar, though. Perhaps she's already broken into the industry. Pardon me, but may we help you? I can't think of many respectable reasons to leer at a woman's figure and ogle her every move. Sounded to me like he was analyzing our charm points, though. Maybe this isn't your average girl watcher. Where are my manners? My apologies for any discomfort I've caused. Let me explain. I'm a scout for fashion models, both professional and amateur, the latter of which is new to the scene. My work entails hunting around for individuals who have a gift for making the most of their wardrobes. I spoke up because I believe the both of you possess what it takes to rise to the top of the industry. Fashion models! Now you've got my attention. Did hear some places in Calvert these days are hiring rookies their readers can relate to better. Now I understand. You're looking for new girls to feature in magazines, with the hopes that they'll ultimately grace the EGC runway. Having said that, we don't have the time to spare for such activities. So I'm afraid we'll have to decline. That's a shame, but I understand fully. Personal circumstances and whatnot. I do most of my scouting in this general area, so feel free to reach out if you change your minds. Seems walking around town with these two at once turns a lot of heads. Lessons learned. Models come in different types. Most recent on the scene are the ones who do amateur work for magazines and such. There's this girl named San, for example. Oh yeah, over there, yeah. One of her friends introduced us to each other late last year, after which I scouted her. She only takes on assignments every so often, but it's done wonders for her confidence and self-esteem. These occasional chances to guide someone's life in a positive direction is part of what makes this job so rewarding. Oh. Fair enough.
Welcome. I hear the new flavor they added is...
Welcome to Macmillan Cafe. Just let me know if there's anything I can help you with. I may only be a part-timer, but don't worry. My resumes brain. Pretty hefty. Yes. I'm only working here at the cafe right now, but I used to have a whole list of part-time jobs. So if there's one thing I've got, it's experience. And you better believe I'll put it to use. My Sunday school teacher and friends helped me get used to Calvert pretty fast. You're having boba tea from the looks of it, yeah. But it's even better now that Mummy's settling in too. I think she's lonely, though, since Daddy's always busy. Maybe she should make her own friends. Our family has been living in this country since my husband transferred here for work last year. Near the end of December, we'd return to Alsame to hear the Grand Prince's New Year address and join in the festivities. What's strange is upon our return to the Republic, I felt serene. Not quite as much as I would in my ancestral home, but still. It came as a bit of a shock. Suppose I become more accustomed to life in Calvert than I realized. No matter how accustomed I get to the lifestyle, though, not having any familiar faces around me can be rather isolating. It would be nice if I could get to know the people in my neighborhood better. I'm a bit envious of Lolo in that sense. He made friends the moment he entered Sunday school here. Yes. Welcome to Macmillan Cafe. Take a seat anywhere you like. As the Tyrell district can get rather lively, my goal is to provide a place of solace in the midst of all the hubbub. We get customers of all sorts in here, each with their own wants that we strive to accommodate. So please do let me know if you have any special concerns that need my attention. Where's the kitty? The cafe has been seeing a lot more students and other youngsters now that spring is almost here. By the same token, I also noticed a rise in folks raring to start a new life, as well as those who are anxious about doing so. My hope is that this place can help soothe their minds as they embark on the paths before them.
Welcome! Thank you for coming!
Nah.
Please stop by again!
No. No, I won't. Is the kitty upstairs? Where's the kitty? There's kitty! What is this rude little fuzzball's problem? Shoo! Go yowl at someone your own size. Oh dear. Not a fan of you. Just look at all this hustle and bustle. Go where the people gather and cast a wide net. That's business 101. Today's shaping up to be a grand old time. Anyone else hearing this lady? Can't put my finger on it, but something definitely feels off about her. It's hard to disagree. Dun dun dun. Dun 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 dun. Alright, so let's check it. This is the entrance to the waterway. You don't have any particular business here, right? No. Not right now, no.
I've already confirmed that.
Let's see here.
Grape juice. And some strawberry milk, essentially. Man, I've never seen Marielle this gung-ho before. Apparently, the editor-in-chief's given her a little more freedom to act on her own as a reward for her accomplishments last year. One minute I'm showing her the ropes, and the next she's climbing up above me. Can't tell if I'm more proud or jealous. Just wondering what that guy's doing with his hands there, like whoop, like whoop, 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 whoop. Last year I kept getting assigned to other departments that needed a hand, but much to my relief, they're having me focus on the culture section for the time being. It'll mostly be Z1 coverage though, so I'm gonna have to rev my engines to keep up. Don't put that in the article. Marielle! Oh, nice of you to visit, Elaine. And who do we have here? These are the substitute Spriggan's van appointed to fill in for him while he's out of the capital. I issued a request to the both of them, hence why they're assisting me right now. How do you do? I'm N and this is S. You must be Marielle. We read about you in the files Van left us. Wow, you sure are polite. N and S, was it? Her name is Nadia, mine is Swin. She's just messing with you. Sorry, couldn't help myself. Oh, sounds like you two must be pretty close. I learned about that criminal who appeared at the Republican Army garrison, by the way. Nothing of note has happened since the incident, so the police and government are both at a standstill. On top of that, there's another troubling case I've been keeping tabs on recently. Oh? A journalist I looked up to told me to follow my intuition, so I'm going to stick to this one. Journalist you looked up to, I think I can guess who that might be. Ah, yes, Dorothy. Not really following, but I like the confidence. Good luck out there! What's the story? Oh. I wonder, do we actually have the proper full map now? If we have go to, like, can we see... Ah, world map, yes! Yeah, yes! This is something we were missing in Daybreak, wasn't it? So let's zoom out. There's Erebonia. Ah, where it all began for me. There's Nord Highlands. And Crossbell. There's Altair. I'm hoping we get to go to Altair. So we had a little bit. There's Liberal. Basil down there. See, I honestly wouldn't have placed it there because I just didn't have a sense of where things were without the big map. So I knew this was down here because of like the desert and all that type of stuff, and obviously we knew Langport was at the southern seas, so it's like, yeah, but where Basil was, it was like, I just wasn't sure because I didn't have a sense of placement on the map, so it helps having this around. What's Mart? Dijon. There's Longlai, we've been to Longlai. Like some we could figure out, like Eraseum was going to be in the north, yeah. Messeldom we've been to recently. There's Cray. Oh, Cray was up there? Okay. Huh. I'm just wondering on these little borders here, like this little section here is interesting. Just one little section where the borders all meet. Interesting. Anyway, let's carry on with what we were doing. Mario. Now, I've still got a lot to learn as a journalist, but But for now, I'm gonna follow my gut and pound the pavement in search of a scoop. It was nice meeting you, by the way. If you run into any good leads, be sure to let me in on them.
So sleepy.
You're always sleepy. I understand that Marielle has been conducting an independent investigation. Frankly, it's more than a little concerning, but so long as it doesn't impact her work on the culture section, we'll just keep an eye on it for now. Given her past performance, I'm willing to allow some leeway on what she chooses to cover. The girl has a keen instinct, all told. Acting on it was precisely what led her to her achievements last year. Marielle always strove to measure up with Dingo, so I was afraid his passing would cause her to lose her way. Seems my fears were unfounded, though. He's been absorbing his teachings and improving as a reporter, one step at a time. Of course, she's still a greenhorn, with a tendency to leap before she looks. But I'd say she's making steady progress towards forging a path on her own, separate from Dingo's. Welcome to the Tyrell Times. How may I help you today? If you're here to speak with one of our reporters, I'm afraid there may be a bit of a wait. Everyone has a lot on their plates, what with all the events and other high-profile happenings this year. I have to wonder if Marielle is going to be alright, though. She's been doing more independent investigations than ever now. It's hard not to worry that she might be getting in over her head. I hope she's okay. Not pushing herself because of the whole Dingo thing.
Delicious ice cream.
Take wing and soar above the court.
The Z1 Finals, the T-Phone, the new spring fashion collections. If only I had more eyes to keep on all of this year's hottest events and trends. In a perfect world, I'd hop on the bandwagon for each and every one of them. But to be honest, my wallet just can't afford that. Sometimes it feels like opportunity has my door blacklisted. I guess only time will tell how much of 1209 I'll get to enjoy.
Okay.
Wonder if the future has anything good in store for me. I've given up on getting scouted at this point, so that's out. Last year, AGC wound up getting postponed for only a day though, so I still got to go in the end. That's gotta be a good omen, right? Maybe that luck will carry over into this year. Maybe. Hey there, guys. Want to try our new special? I call it the Winter Combo. The cold weather doesn't take away from the taste. If anything, it actually accentuates it. Oh, what's this? I spot a gourmet in your midst. Isn't that right, young lady? Oh, was it that obvious? I've got an extra stomach for sweets, so yeah, you could say I'm a sugarholic. I don't know if you're as bad as Van, though. I thought as much. How about I try and guess your favorite flavor to boot? Now let's see, what kind of vibe am I picking up? You read as a citrus and chocolate girl, and everything in between, too. In other words, when it comes to ice cream, you don't limit yourself to a single flavor or topping. You like them all. Holy moly, you're right on the nose! Any ice cream is nice cream in my book. Call it an unconditional love. Oh dear. So, how did you know? ESP, Spy Network? Experience. Pegging Nadia as an ice cream enjoyer on sight is one thing, but her flavor preferences, or lack thereof rather? Seems like it was less of an educated guess and more pure intuition. That's pretty impressive on its own, though. Yeah, she's just probably used to it. Sussing out a customer's taste is a gift that comes from interacting with so many sweet tooths. It's like we're all part of the same mouth, or our hearts are connected, to put it in a less gross way. Anyhow, that's my secret. Nowadays, I can see most people's favorite flavors written all over them.
What can I get for you?
What do you think my favorite flavor is then?
Thanks for shopping.
I'll give you 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Mint chocolate chip.
Care for some popcorn?
No. I hadn't realized Esprit Cinema, or Esprit Cinema, was temporarily closed. Yeah, that's throwing me off. Dash it all, I suppose I have no choice but to go to the multiplex at the Trion Mall instead. Much as I'd prefer otherwise. Frankly, the atmosphere of the place isn't my cup of tea. You're still selling popcorn, though? Oh, I fancy some popcorn now. Hey there, how about some popcorn? There's no better snack when you're at the movies. Of course, that point is kind of mute since Esprit Cinema is closed for remodeling right now. Remodeling? But But popcorn is delicious no matter the occasion, so come and get it while it's hot. This movie theater was starting to show its age, so they decided to renovate the place. It only makes sense. The multiplex over at the Trium Mall is going to be stiff competition, what with all their state-of-the-art equipment.
Hi there. Wanna try
Popcorn.
something?
That guy's frozen in place now. And a churro.
Come again.
Suppose I will. Ding. Was that Sarah? I think that was Sarah.
To reclaim what was rightfully ours. The saga of Ravana.
Oh, speaking of Sarah. Shino! Oh, this food guy here looks pretty promising. Welcome. Care for a drink? I have a few desserts on offer as well. Looks like you've given some of your menu items an Eastern spin. Guessing you tweak things according to where you set up shop. Shino's familiarity with Eastern culture leads an authenticity that goes beyond just a mere spin. Achieving this level of accuracy speaks to your considerable amount of skill and experience, though. On the contrary, I still have much to learn. The best beverages are those that are tailored to the customer's mood, not to mention the current temperature and humidity. It's a simple concept, but profound at the same time. Even now, I'm working to improve day by day. All this mixology talk's really working up a thirst, huh, S? Yeah, maybe we can get something non-alcoholic for ourselves. It's been about a year since I opened this mobile bar, but still feel there's more I can get out of it. On that note, there's been noticeably less foot traffic around here than usual. Temporarily closure of Esprit. I'll get there. Cinema seems to be the main cause of that. I'm looking forward to the crowds it'll bring upon its grand reopening.
Hello.
Hello, a salad, you say?
Thank you.
No problem. Alright. Hey, you've heard the crazy rumors, right? Straight on with the rumors. You know, with the disappearances and the screaming and stuff. Some are even saying it might be a serial killer. Yeah, people talk about it here and there while I'm on the road. There were never any official statements or anything, though, so it's kind of been petering out. I guess that hello? Because it means that was just an urban legend, huh? Are you kidding? Where there's smoke, there's fire. Has to be something that got the grapevine going. Sure, but I can easily see this being one or two incidents that got blown out of proportion after 3 or 4 retellings. Either way, if those things actually happened, then I'm more than happy to have them over and done with. You know, T-phones have really been catching on as a way for people to stay up to date on things. Sure, they're on the pricey side, but I can't just not buy one. It's kind of expensive, but just have to buy one. Just gotta! I like gossip as much as the next guy, but anything that hits too close to reality just spooks me out. The police haven't said anything, though, so it probably is just a rumor. I hope. Ya hope. Doom. Hello. Take your time and let me know when you're ready to order. Not much of a talker, this chef. Kinda gives me a funny feeling, though. Yeah, I think you're onto something. Yeah, maybe. Little wonder those two would notice. This man is a martial artist of Heiwei, but it probably doesn't stop there.
May I help you?
Oh, an almond tofu. Jiggly as well.
Thank you.
No problem.
My, this is positively delectable.
What's this? The substitute Spriggans are gracing our establishment already? And with Beauty's Blade as their chaperone, no less. The rumors held weight after all, it seems. Wow, news must travel fast when you're a front for Heiwei. She said that out loud. Right. Fans' notes did mention that. Should we be on our guards? It's better than being caught unawares, but there's no need to go overboard. This restaurant is kept in check by the guild and vice versa. Essentially, the family it belongs to is run by a neutral elder. Now, enough with the glaring. This is nothing more than a humble eatery. Besides, it's not as though we have any sinister plans for you in particular. We'd even be willing to strike a deal if push comes to shove. How about if we just want to come here and eat like normal people? Is that okay? Anytime. Believe it or not, our food has one of the best reputations around. I can vouch for the taste, so please feast away. It would be our pleasure to lighten your wallets. There are a number of different families in Heiwei. Not all of them are as prudent as ours. Matters are growing harried on that front, but it's nothing you need to concern yourselves with. We may end up petitioning some more Spriggan assistance, though, if the situation demands it. If I recall correctly, the Lai family was quashed when its conclusion with Almata was uncovered. Heiwei must still be dealing with the aftermath of that. We got upstairs. Okay, that's every customer served. Maybe I can use the extra time to go lend Cowhan a hand. It took a while, but I've gotten pretty used to this job. I mean, sure, finding out what's actually going on with Miss Mao made my jaw drop, but she doesn't treat me any different for it. If anything, I feel like I can trust her even more now. Whoops, there I go again, blabbering secrets out loud to myself.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe keep an eye on that. Whoa, sorry. Our chef, Cowhan, can be a little surly, but don't hold that against him. His food's no joke, and he's more of a gentleman than he looks. Plus, he's got a few hidden tricks up his sleeves. Back during the Revolution Festival, he protected me with his bare fist. You really can't judge a book by its cover. Okay, oh, hello. Hey, did you hear about the luxury car going on display in Longport? Huh? Oh, you mean the special edition model they're unveiling for the Lunar New Year? Sometimes I forgot how big of a fan you are of that brand, Downey. Oh yeah, man. Not that it's on my radar. Oh, now that it's on my radar, I can't rest until I see the baby in person. Pack your bags, Heides. It's time to get our asses to Longport Stat. Hang on a minute, you want me to go now? I've got my own plans too, you know. Downey's the dictionary definition of inconsiderate. Already got my own plans. He could at least ask if I'm free before trying to drag me halfway across the country. A luxury car from Red Star, the brand that owns my soul. Can you believe it? I just gotta see that baby for myself, and there's no better way to do that than hauling arse to Longport. So about my Kabul, I'm thinking it's time I started playing around with the aerodynamics. Seriously, Juniper? Why couldn't you mention this before we tuned it up and we put it on the road? You were so pumped about taking Lucio on with what you've got. What changed? Everything. Didn't you see those new parts Ingrid had at the last Z1? We'll talk about revving your engines. These must be the Motorhead's van was talking about. The street races, you mean? They're definitely all car enthusiasts, to put it lightly. Yeah.
So sleepy.
That's putting it lightly. Lucio said he doesn't have the mirror to spare on racing anymore, but that hasn't showed his wheels, hasn't he? Or slowed them? He's even doing research into auto parts, from what I can tell. That'd be good to hit him up for some advice next time. I'm more an Ingert and Lino gal, so I bet he's got a lot of stuff to teach about the other brands. Sheesh, my team makes more of a ruckus than the hot rods we drive. It's a wonder they have enough roadside etiquette to avoid causing trouble for normal folks on public streets. Guess they wouldn't call us auto maniacs if we weren't a little manic, though. I'll just have to keep them in line somehow. Alright, so should be just the bookstore now, right? I think it is, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, cool. I'm searching for the latest business magazines. I'm searching for Woo Baby, but I still haven't found it, mate, you know. No sooner had the new year started than the Verne Company restructured their personnel. And the launch of the T-Phone followed right after. On top of that, reparations from the Empire have ended. Keeping abreast of financial news is more vital now than ever before. One must always remain aware of any shifts in the economic climate, whether current or upcoming. You said you need a book on first aid for the festival, right? Let's see, would something like this do the trick? Whoa, the author even specializes in sports medicine. It's perfect. I knew you'd come through. Aria? Don't mention it. There's a reason I'm the Academy's head student librarian after all. It's surprising to see someone outside of the library committee ordering books, though. You must really be keeping busy, Sasha. This is what I signed up for as a general club manager. I say the work is its own reward. Oh, if you're enjoying it, then yeah, that's cool. Welcome to Stewart Bookstore. Browse around and you're sure to find something that suits your fancy. After installing a computer to manage our inventory last year, we've been experimenting with a number of other services as well. Our new online ordering and reservation system, for example, has been very well received. Eventually, I'd like to implement a mail order service that delivers directly from warehouse to customer. Just wait till you get to ebooks. That'll require coordinating with vendors, however, so still a work in progress.
Oh, please take as much time as you
We'll
need.
take one of them.
I hope to see you again.
Oh, likewise. Right, so let's end this part here. We've done the round, so I was expecting to go to the cinema, but no. So yeah, we'll see you in the next part when we head on over to Center Marché. Ta-ra for now.